Now, what's up, everybody? Hey, Jerry, how you doing, Paul? I was gonna ask a favor from people. The other day, my buddy Scotty hit me up, and he's like, "Hey, Dean's got a channel. Dean's been doing YouTube, and Dean over here is actually my friend's brother, my friend Chris's brother. I'm good friends with his brother, and he's got a channel. He even writes books, but the books are not real; they're fiction, like fiction books he writes. He's actually a very smart guy. He did mad years in prison and stuff. So if you guys, I'd really appreciate if you guys can give his channel a sub and go support this guy. What's up, Mike Wall, Tails, Hennessy, Loft Pigeon, Scott, Teresa, Gianni, Jane, Minnie Mucha. What's up, everybody? Claudio. Let people get in the room and I'll tell you what's up. I want people, if you can, Red Eye Patriot, what's up, buddy? If you guys can go sub to this guy's channel, he's got a lot of cool stories too. He actually, I think he's going to be telling some stories with Rudolph in it, with my uncle in it, because he did time with him in prison in the '80s. This guy's a really, real good dude over here. His name's Dean Wilkinson. I'm gonna play his video for you, and I'm gonna share his channel. Off Grid Yeti, what's up, man? I'm gonna play his channel in here for you, one of his videos, and if you guys can go give him a sub, he's got some real cool stories. He did massive years in prison, from bank robbery to all kinds of stuff. And Scotty hit me up and he's like, "Hey, Dean's got a channel. Any way you can give him a shout out or something?" I'm like, "Oh, really? I didn't know he had a channel." And he had like 64 subs or something like that, 67. So I shared it on my community tab. But I says, you know what? Let me do a video. This is a Providence guy, a good dude who is good friends with my uncle. I'm good friends with his brother. So if you people can give him a sub and check out his channel, see if you like it, whatever. He also has a book on Amazon. I forget the name of it, but I am going to purchase it this week. Dean's actually really good people. What's up, David Jones, Donald, Angela? How you doing? I was really shocked to see Dean. I'm happy that Dean's out of prison. I never met Dean personally, but I always heard his name and heard stories about him from his brother Chris, my uncle, and everybody like that. And Dean's a real stand-up good dude right here, solid guy, nice person too. And he's really doing well right now with his family. He's an author. He's done it. I think he did a lot of college in prison too. Oh, Hennessy Lofbridge says, "Yo, subscribe." Thank you. I appreciate that. I really do. What's up, G Mick? Because this is a good dude from my city, and he was close with my uncle in prison. He was see, Dean was in prison in the '80s and '70s. Well, he was in there the whole. I think he got out 3 months ago, 4 months ago. He was in there when the ACI was dangerous. Like the ACI was like a stabbing convent. ACI is called the Adult Correctional Facility in Cranston, Rhode Island. It's where all the people from Rhode Island do state time and do prison time. And in the '80s, when my uncle was in there, it was a vicious. It's still nuts now, but back in the '80s, it was vicious. And that's when Dean ended up there, I believe, in the '70s or '80s. But if people can give his channel a sub, I'll play one of his videos right now. Can I drop his link? Moses Heaps just dropped it. And his link will be in my description and in the comment section. His link will be to this channel. So I appreciate if people can go. So there it is right there. Moses Heaps just dropped it in the chat. What's up, Assassinino? And like I said, I'm sure Dean's not that great at YouTube right now. Doesn't know all the tech stuff. So it's just a Providence guy helping his friend out. His brother, well, like I said, I'm friends with his brother Chris. His brother Chris was a real good guy. Chris was only out of prison for about a year back in '99, 2000. But in that year, I became really good. I became real close with Chris. Chris had a big heart. He would do anything for his friends. That's I believe Dean's little brother, Chris. He would do anything for his friends. Just a real good guy. What's up, Richie? But the day before Chris got picked up, I was with him the day before. Hanging out with him. And then the next day, he was supposed to come by my house and drop his car off or something like that. And then all of a sudden, I guess he was in Silver Lake, and the feds and state troopers, whoever, stormed him and took him to jail and charged him with a murder and everything. That I don't believe he did. I believe he's 100% innocent. But yeah, his brother's a real good guy. He's got a few brothers. They were tough kids, and they grew up in a tough neighborhood, the West Side, the West End, right near. Hey, D, what's up? Hey, Dean Wilkinson's got a channel. I didn't even know that. Scotty hit me up and told me Dean's got a channel over here. So I'm just sharing his channel. We are New England guys got to look out for each other. So let me play his video right here.
Dean Wilkinson here. He's sorry for the messy house. He hasn't done a video in a while. There's a reason for that.
Hopefully he starts doing some videos and stuff. This is called Jail Books, Crime, Family, Wife, Prison Stories, Mob Growth. This is called.
That reason, Dean?
Well, I slipped up and parole sat me down in jail for 30 days. Probably a much needed punch in the face for me. Get a little complacent, and I had a parole technical violation, we'll call it. And they sat me down and remind me I was veering off course.
Oh, nice, Roddy.
Let's see.
Hold on a minute. I'll put it back in a second and play Dean's thing right here. But nice Rottweiler you just had, man. Wow, look at that Roddy. Beautiful dog, King Tonka. Beautiful Rottweiler. Yeah, his link is in the description. And it was dropped in here. It will be. Oh, Chevy, how you doing, brother? How's it going, man? God bless you. I missed the Durkleverse. I gotta pop over there shortly. But like I said, this is my friend's brother right here, who started 3 months ago, and he did. I don't know. He probably been in prison since the 70s. He did like I always heard about him through his brother and stuff. He's been in the can for years. He was in there when, like I said, when the ACI was real brutal in the 80s and 70s. These guys are in there.
Let me remind you.
Listen to what he says.
Before I forget.
I've never seen this video.
My novel, Dark Impressions, on.
All right, that's his thing. Dark Impressions. He's got a novel on Amazon, and it's fiction. It's not true stories. It's fiction. He writes. What happened when you don't have it? He does. Reading the chat. Yeah, he's got a novel, Dark Impressions. It's on Amazon. I wish I had the link for it because I would drop the link for it, but maybe I'll get a hold of him, find his link, and I'll share it on the community tab. I'm just putting this out there so the guy can get some subs and stuff like that. He's got 87 now, so people go support this guy. Good dude. He'll be telling some cool stories and stuff like that. But all of the books are fiction. They're not real books. He's a writer. He got into writing when he was in prison. I listened to a few of his videos.
.com. It's a very accurate depiction of the 80s, the underworld in the 80s around here.
And if anybody knows this area in the 80s, it's this guy. Trust me on that.
I think you'll enjoy the read, and part 2 is coming out soon. That's Dark Impressions on Amazon. All right, what did I want to talk about? Well, like I said, they sat me down.
Kobe wants to talk to you.
Hey, and like I said, I must need a punch in the face.
Big cat.
Like, I gotta tell you, I did a lot of hard time, and that was the hardest and briefest time I ever spent in a cell, because this time, I have shit that I give a fuck about. I care, I have an infant daughter.
Oh, God bless him. He's got an infant daughter. God bless, man. God bless. Blessings. Look how big that cat is. Oh, my God, dude. That cat's huge.
Newly married. And
he's newly married. Congratulations, and God bless.
You got to be a real asshole to go get yourself sent back to jail in those circumstances. I'm behaving the same way.
I'll second that.
Excuse me?
I said I'll second that.
Yeah.
And the next time you...
See, I think he's trying to explain the hard transition from prison, being in prison from the 70s, early 80s. Hey, Scotty, thanks for telling me about this. See, this is how I found out about it from Scott. Scott came and dropped a message. This is my good buddy I grew up with my whole life. And he was good friends with Dean. He knew Dean and them guys from the can. He came and left a message on my channel. He's like, hey, Dean's got a channel, man. I'm like... he's like, Dean Wilkinson, Chris's brother. I'm like, oh, really? Oh, crap. He's like, any way you can give him a shout out or something? I'm like, yeah, of course, 100%. 100%. So, Scott, thanks for telling me about this, because us Providence guys and New England guys got to look out for each other 100%. If somebody, can someone drop Dean's channel in there for me, please, again? I really appreciate that, Moses Heaps. Thank you for dropping his channel. And people, give this guy a sub. I'm going to play his video and try not to talk too much, but I want to just do a little quick stream and get the word out so this guy can get some subs on his YouTube channel, sell some books, and wow, that's a big cat, Dean.
Your punch in the face just asked me to do it.
Yeah, right. Listen, that's the father I don't want to be, you know. And I was sitting there with guys, their kids mean less to them than a pair of sneakers. Some guys I came across, and I got to tell you, you know, I like to gauge my parental skills again.
Yeah, Scott, I never met Dean. He was in the can. I never met Dean. We remember when Chris was out. How long was Chris out? For about a year? Man, Chris was a character, dude. I remember when he first, there's Dean Claudio. Thank you for sharing this. I remember when Chris first got out, he was living with that, what did you call it, guy? And he used to come by with that blue Cougar, man, that 80-something Cougar. And he would call me from Cumberland Farms. And he would be like, Nicky, what's up, Nicky? How do I get to your house? I can't see your house, Nicky. I'm like, Chris, I'm looking at you right now. I'm in my backyard, and I'm waving at him. And Chris would look over. He's like, I see you. All right, how do I get there? I know, because he hasn't drove. These guys are in jail forever. But yeah, real good dudes right here. But I never met him because he was always in the can. But good guy right here. But yeah, his brother Chris was out for a while, and like I said, he got hit with a murder charge, which he's innocent for. I don't believe he did that at all. But let's play the rest.
Guys who against other guys with kids. I mean, that's one way to do it, right? And I know I could do better than that. I mean, goddamn, and I will. But in any event, it's you know, I got to tell you, I was tormented by it. Sitting in there, and my wife's over here with all this extra burden on her shoulders because I left her hanging. And
hey,
like
Grind
you know,
said the
I'm
link's
back in the
not
game,
working.
and, I'll make sure I correct it this time around.
Well, the link's in my description, and I'll put it in the comment section. I don't know why it wouldn't be working, but he's got a channel on here. It's called Upside Right, whatever I can't even see what my thing says on the screen. Right Side Up with Dean Wilkinson. Check it out.
I gotta let myself get overwhelmed. So that's something to be careful of. I always try to drop a jewel here and there if I can,
and with this guy, it's really raw, real deal stuff. Like you'll see him, like he holds no back. He tells his whole life right out there and stuff. It's pretty. I only watched a few of his videos, but that cat was cool. But plus, give his channel a sub.
Like I always say, it's stuff you guys already know. But listen, you can get overwhelmed, and like somebody reminded me, I had tunnel vision, and trying to accomplish. Well, one of the things I was doing was working on another book, and I had tunnel vision, and you start to not pay attention to things around you while you're trying to accomplish that one goal. And I mean, it's good to have that type of focus, but goddamn, I let that shit get carried away. But in any event,
I know one of the things you wanted to touch on was the fact that even though what you did obviously was a parole violation, it was a big deal, but in the large scheme of things, compared to what you've done before, it wasn't a big deal to...
No, compared to what he was charged with before. No, does he do interviews? I don't know. I have no idea. He might. I have no idea. Yeah, Chris was out for a year. Dean, Chris, and there was another guy they hung with. Yeah, Chris Cole. Yes. Remember the time you took me to his house? That was funny. Rudolph loved them. Like they were his own sons. They were. Yeah. Yeah. Rudolph used to always talk about them, and I used to always hear their names and stuff. Yeah. Chris Cole's doing actually really good right now. He's still out to this day. I remember when. Yeah, I remember when Chris did get out back in, I think it was 99, was it? He was only out for a year, though. But, yeah, everybody sub. Thank you for subbing. Thank you guys all for subbing to his channel. Thank you. Yeah, and thank you, Scotty, for telling me about it, because I would have never known about this.
say like the
Yeah,
common
people, right.
felon. So when you were back, well, you were in jail, not prison this time, but people
Well, didn't you say in one of the videos he mentions the old man? Which video does he mention the old man in?
made comments like, "Oh, it's not a big deal," this and that. A lot of people made comments like, "Kids
Yeah.
are resilient," and
Yeah.
it's not about like a baby being resilient. It's
Right,
about
right.
missing. When a baby's that little, they do
Right.
something new every day.
I had to
So
remind some guys that they were incorrect in their fucking assumption with that, because that's not how normal, decent, everyday people think or live. You gotta have empathy. Anyone that was upset with me, anyone in my circles that were offended or upset with me over going back, has every right to be. You do owe it. I do owe it to people to show them that I'm making, because they're investing their time in me. And
Maybe I should show the video with him talking about the West Side or
that's one of
walking.
the things I got a little more introspect on, I have to say.
I don't want to play his whole video. I want people to go watch it. Hold on, let me pull up his the video where he's walking around, because I believe he was explaining that they were from the West End. That the West End borders Federal Hill over there. Let me drop his channel in here too, in case the other things didn't work. And make sure people go give him a sub and check him out. Check out his book too on Amazon. I'll get that link and stuff. I'll see if that link works. See, he did one 2 days ago. Jail, prison stories, adjustment. Where's the one where he drives, where he's at the West End? All right, here, I want to play this one where he's over in the West End. Hold on, let me share this, guys. Thank you for subbing, Mob Rats, too, and everybody who subscribed to this guy's channel. I really appreciate it. Like I said, his brother was a real good pal of mine and a pal of my family's, and he was a friend of my uncle's and a friend of my buddies. Real good dude right here.
And this is where the house was firebombed when a Molotov cocktail was tossed in.
I guess this is where he lived, and someone threw a Molotov cocktail through there or something. Like I said, these guys went through some violent times in the 80s, a real violent era on the streets and in prison.
And not only burned our house down, it burned down the house next door. And I could say this is probably where it all began. I'm going to be real about it.
What's up, Westies? What's the book called?
Listen, I'm going to take you to where we moved after the fire. Well, let me add this.
Oh, you can go right to his channel and find
almost
it.
Erased our entire family. I mean, a couple of my siblings had to jump out the window, fucking broken bones, you fucking name it.
Wow.
The firefighters had to run.
Did you hear that? Somebody threw a Molotov cocktail through his window, and his brother and sisters were jumping out of the windows trying to get out. So, wow, thank God none of them died.
House next door and get them out of the house.
See, this is the West End.
I was only 7 at the time.
The West End borders Federal Hill.
I have memories of that night, but sometimes I wonder if my criminal career began
Albert.
with that. And the reason I say that is,
Thank you,
it seems like
Assassinino.
from that point on, our family kind of got scattered. We started to deteriorate more, and
Thank you.
it was just had an impact on the family, I would say. I mean, we're probably headed in that direction anyway. Maybe my young mind is just remembers it a certain way. But I can tell you this: the motherfucker who got charged and accused of it, he was found dead under suspicious circumstances. I don't know when, how, who, what, but I know that motherfucker, they found him floating up face down in a fucking in a lake. So right now,
Thank you, Rebecca.
Staying into the West End. We moved a couple of blocks over, and I want to take you to this fucking where I used to live. Now, this house where we once lived was condemned even while we were living in the fucking thing. They tore it down right after we moved. It's actually just another empty lot. Fucking starting to see a theme here. My fucking life's full of empty lots, what used to be. And but here, this is Cranston Street. This little area of Cranston Street was where my young criminal mind was shaped by
a dangerous area. Even today,
fucking criminal under.
Even to this day, Cranston Street is a dangerous area. And Cranston Street, like I said, this is the West End. Cranston Street goes to South Providence too, but the West End over here is a dangerous, tough neighborhood. It always was, for a long time. Still is to this day.
The sun.
And thank all you guys for subbing to his channel. Really appreciate it. Really means a lot.
This was the house of ill repute. See, we had a second floor where a couple of adults lived, and the rest of us, we lived on the third floor. And the corner right here,
Link's not working for subs.
this empty lot you see right here. Actually, a couple of police cars in there. How fucking ironic is that? And I'm gonna get out of the car for a minute because I had something to say about this area.
It's not working for the link, really? Well, all you type in right side up Dean Wilkinson, and the YouTube channel will pop right up. After this video, I will put the link in my comment section. It's in my the whatever the section is. Oh, thank you. Hold on.
Come on, Maria. I put my sister to work this morning. So, come on, Maria. I want to show them.
Thank you, Donald.
I write in the novel I wrote. I make up the story to store a bar where I hung out as a juvenile called Firefighters Lounge. I changed the name to Firehouse. But on this corner is where we once lived, and I called the.
See, that's for Dean. Like I said, Dean became an author in prison and wrote books. He wrote fictional stories, but he changes names and all kinds of scenarios like that.
House of ill repute because I had a couple of family members
Listen to this.
pimped girls, so I could wake up 10 years old. I'd wake up, I'd have a hooker fresh off the street, taking a break, sleeping right next to me. You go in another room, was a crap game.
Thank
another
you,
room,
Coltrane.
another room, perhaps a fucking poker game. I mean, it was like a neighborhood hangout, and all the criminal element of the neighborhood spent a lot of time up in that third floor. All of us boys lived up there, the siblings. And I want to correct something that I've been meaning to correct. I once said there was only 5 of us. I'm the youngest of 6 siblings, 1 girl. And down this corner, where that white truck was the Firefighters Lounge. It was an element, a criminal element, you could say. And that's where you could say, I could feel I was shaped in there a good part of my criminal thinking because it was a criminal element was in there. It was very strong. And I was allowed to go in there and, play pinball, and sniff a line of coke all at once. Trying to feel like an adult. At the time, it seemed like the coolest fucking thing in the world, but
This channel's called Right Side Up.
Matured and grew and thought about,
It's the link in my description works. It's called Right Side Up with Dean Wilkinson. He's a Providence guy. Check him out. Check his channel out. Give him a sub.
how I was shaped.
And he's got a book. I forget the name of it, but it's on. The links are in his descriptions.
Like I come to realize that's where how I got fucked up in life. Really, that's how I fell off the tracks. I don't know if I fell off the tracks or if I was just born to fucking not live on the right track, or however you want to cut it up. I'm not a psychologist. I put a lot of thought into it, but one thing I do know, this fucking neighborhood that we call the West End, which is the west side of Providence.
No, I walk him up Federal Hill in the lake.
Had a lot of negative influences. I mean, we're talking everything from mob guys to pimps. We had shooters, we had drug dealers.
Yeah, see, this neighborhood, the West End, borders sort of like South Side and Federal Hill. So you had all kinds of characters in this neighborhood. This is a tough neighborhood to grow up in.
And to this day, this area is one of the most crime-ridden areas of Rhode Island. All I can say to that is, listen, every fucking neighborhood, there's one of these neighborhoods in all parts of the country.
Yeah.
And it's how you get back up from that. It's how you get back up from that shit. It's not how it shapes you. I can say that it gave me a lot of strength, a lot of inner strength. How you doing, Angel? Me and my siblings were on our own on these streets as young. And I'll tell you, I acquired my first guns down here. I shot my first guy down here. This is where I became a burglar and an armed robber and every other fucking
up, Frankie?
aspect of me. I started off and progressed through crime. I started off as a little hubcap thief, a shoplifter, to robbing beer off the back, kegs of beer off the back of the beer trucks, and I just progressed as you.
It's buffering. Yeah, thanks for subbing to his channel and stuff, Kid Rock over there. The link works in the description. Oh, good, good, good. How much time did he do? Oh, I don't know altogether. Scott, are you still in there? Do you know how much time Dean did? I'm guessing like over maybe 30 years. I don't know. Like I said, he was, I've never met him on the streets. He was always in the can. I was good friends with his brother Chris when he was out for a year because Chris hung with my uncle and my buddy Scott.
Inner city kids will do.
And all my friends.
And it was down here, which I tell you in another video, I was robbed one time at 16. I was on escapee from the training school, and I got robbed by a few guys. And
so he was in the train. Him and his brothers were in and out of the can for years. These guys, he's probably got some stories that knock your socks off. Put it that way, but
a real special fucking insult. I wreaked havoc in this fucking neighborhood for days on end. Everything from shooting at guys with a rifle from a rooftop to fucking shooting up the area down the street, chasing another guy, and ran another guy over almost. I mean, this went on for days.
Yeah, that's his channel right
the cops
there.
caught up to me.
Yeah, please give his channel a sub. It's called Right Side Up with Dean Wilkinson. A good guy right here from Providence, and us New England guys. That's why, Scotty, thank you for telling me about his channel. I would have never known about it if it wasn't for Scott telling me about it. So thanks, Scott, for letting me know we had a channel. Because we got to look out for each other.
Another individual, an innocent man, actually, down while trying to grab a bank deposit bag, which is what got me waved out and sent to the Dow prison. You know, it just seemed fitting to bring you to the place and give you a visual of all I write about. I write about it in a fictitious manner in my novel, Dark Impressions, but it's very realistic. It's an
Dark
accurate
Impressions
of this area. And I'm also working on autobiography.
All right, he wrote a book, Dark Impressions, with his where I guess he switches names and things up, but it's basically how him and his brothers and this neighborhood grew up and all that stuff.
That gives you a little insight into this the small Providence. If you're from another part of the country, you're not familiar with Rhode Island. A lot of people don't even know what Rhode Island is.
That's so true that Dean says that. So when I leave state and I tell people I'm from Rhode Island, they're like, what's up, Stacks? What's going on, bro? They're like, what is that? Long Island? Is it Long Island? You know? Oh, there's Dean right there. This is his wife. Oh, no problem, Dean. If you talk to your brother Chris, tell him Nikki says hello. God bless you. I'm glad you're doing great out here. Thanks, Mick. God bless you, brother. Your channel's pretty badass over here. Dark Impressions. Rudolph is one of the characters in Dark. Oh, really? I didn't know that. Really? That's awesome. See, Dean, I took care of Rudolph and Lucy for years. I gave the eulogy at his wake. The whole nine. I remember him mentioning you and stuff, and Scotty. And Scotty's the one who told me you had a channel. I didn't even know you had a channel, man. I did not know you had a channel. Scott hit me up. He's like, hey, Chris's brother Dean's got a channel. Check it out, check it out and share it around. And as soon as I heard that, I'm like, oh, shit, let me go over there and do a video and get the word out and share this guy's stuff. And his book's on Amazon. People, please check him out and support this guy.
I can tell you this, just to sum it up. It's one of the New England states. Boston, Connecticut, Rhode Island. I'm not sure.
Angel, yeah, you know what? Hey, Chris. I mean,
when you hear
Chris, I'm calling him his brother's name over here. Dean, if you wanted to go on Angel Gotti's podcast, Angel Gotti has a podcast. It's pretty good. If you'd want to go on there or something and get your channel out there and your book, she'll have you on there. It's up to you.
In New England, they're generally talking about Boston, Providence, Rhode Island. And Providence is where. How you doing, man? I know him. I know this gentleman. I know.
See, everybody knows him. Look, this guy seen him. He's like, what's up, OG? Everybody knows this guy and his brothers.
This is where this was the hub of organized crime. New was operated a few blocks away, and he controlled all of New England.
Yeah, Raymond sure did. And God bless Raymond. R.I.P. to Raymond. And R.I.P. to Chris Patriarca, who just passed away in February.
The Patriarca crime family. Now, you'll never hear me say I was somebody in that fucking world, but because it's a small city, it wasn't unusual for a youngster to rub shoulders with the mob guys. And they were embedded in this fucking city.
Yep.
In a way you couldn't believe, and they had a big influence on kids like me. And just I really want to just bring it down here and show you this area, because to me, when I come down here, there's an attachment to it in a twisted way, not a big positive attachment, but I mean, it allows me to tell my story maybe with a little more passion, or what have you. In any event, I'm starting to think, I'm starting to see a pattern here with the way I'm doing these videos. You're talking to a guy who's, I'm a fucking computer illiterate. It's ironic that I'm using social media.
And that's another big reason, like Scott hit me up too, because this guy's been in the can forever. He doesn't know YouTube too much and all this stuff. So I really appreciate all you guys that are subscribing to his channel. Go buy his book, subscribe to his channel. Really appreciate that. You guys ever need my help to share one of your channels or one of your buddies' channels, just come to me, and you don't have to do nothing for me. I just do it for you. Thank you for subscribing, because this guy's brother was a good dude, a good friend of mine, and he was a good friend to my uncle and a good friend to Scotty and all my friends. These are good people right here. Go support him.
So to speak, to get my message out, but make no mistake about it, I'm trying to sell books as well. As I've told you, if you haven't heard yet, in a different video, I wrote my novel while I was incarcerated. I wrote 3 books. I hand wrote them.
Wow. That's pretty good, man. You wrote 3 handwritten books in prison, novels. What do you got? One of them out right now? Just one of them out?
I started that mission like 12 years ago in the joint. And I'm now rewriting one of them because
and that's pretty cool. Rudolph's in the book. I didn't know that, Scott. That's awesome. I'm gonna order your book this week, Dean.
Skill is development. And
matter of fact, when I order it, I'll do some videos and share it like I shared Wimet's book, What Price Providence, and stuff like that. We always look out for our New England guys.
I think the idea, the message behind one of the messages I like to put out is how you can overcome anything. You're looking at a guy who came from the bottom of the fucking barrel, and I was a criminal's criminal. I embraced it to that level. 36 years of incarceration.
What's up,
Animal? Back from that. Didn't come back from a jam there or anything, because I was buried in the fucking prison system. I did 36 years. I spent many years in Supermax. And for me, it all began right down here with that fucking...
Well, 36 years he spent. 36 years in the can. So he was there through the... what year did you go in? Scotty or Dean, if you're still in here. Do you know what year he went in the can? Because Rudolph got pinched. Him and Raymond got pinched in 83 for that 1966 murder where that dirty Fink, Nicky, ratted on them. And they got pinched in 83 for that murder in 66. So Rudolph was there from 83 to 91. He got out in 91. So Dean did all them years with him in there in the 80s. That must have been wild, man. I heard, Rudolph told me stories how dangerous that ACI was in the 80s. Like, the inmates ran that prison.
The prison system, I did 36 years. I spent many years in Supermax. And for me, it all began right down here with that fucking Molotov cocktail tossed through our window.
Oh, he
went. As I
right.
said, my sister over Lane is hoping.
Hold on a second. He went in 83. All right, so he went in a year before Rudolph went in. And thank you, Dean's wife. God bless you. And we got people ordering the book and sharing the channel. So people will share the channel. Dean Kim 84. Well, yeah, a year off, Scotty. But if it wasn't, I didn't know about this. So thank you, Scott, for telling me about his channel. So that's one thing about Providence people. They all look out for each other. Like, soon as Scott found out, he hit me up right away. He's like, Chris's brother's got a channel. Chris's brother's got a channel. And right away, thanks, Scott, for that. You said the link is not working. It's in the description. In the description, it works. And I'll put it in my comment section also. You always got to represent. You always got to represent where you're from. And I love. Well, yeah. And plus, like I said, I'm good. I'm good friends with his brother Chris, and they were good friends with my family and a lot of my buddies and stuff like that. Good people right here.
Kara, she had done something with her life. She didn't use this fucking growing up in this neighborhood as an excuse to fail. And I followed her lead. It took me a little while to get there, but I followed her lead, my brother Brian's lead. He did something with himself. So it's like part of the message I want to send is don't fucking use your environment as a reason to fail. And on that note, because, I've killed a lot of time already, I don't want to take the viewers' time up. Look up my book, Dark Impressions, on Amazon, and get a good look at the West End.
His book is called Dark Impressions on Amazon. You can get it. Just type in Dark Impressions on Amazon, order his book. I'll show you another video of his. Hold on. That cat, I like your cat. What kind of cat is that? Is Dean's wife still in here? What kind of cat is that? That cat was huge. Boy, that black cat was enormous. Oh, yeah, wait, hold on. Let me wrench him up so they can drop it. Dean's wife, can you comment again so I can give you a wrench? All right, I got it. Hold on. Damn, I can't wrench him from StreamYards. I'll go back and give you a wrench after this. So next time when I'm live, a minx. That cat is real cool. That cat is real cool looking. That's huge, that cat. Let me see if I can go on my phone and get in here to give you a wrench. I'm going to give you a wrench. So when you come in, anytime I'm live, anytime you see me live, just pop in and drop Dean's link and stuff like that. And people will go check it out. Hold on, I'm trying to get to my thing on this other device so I can give you a wrench. Hold on a minute. All right, here it is. All right, hold on. I'm just going back up on my thing. Yeah, that cat was huge. How old's that cat? Where is her comment? Can you comment one more time, please? All right, there it is. Oh, a rescue cat. All right, I just made you a moderator, meaning now you have a wrench, so you can drop the link to the channel and you can drop the link to the Amazon book. What is this? No, I don't buy subscribers. YouTube takes them away, dude. Look at mine. Look at it. That's ridiculous. But someone says I'll drop the link. Yeah, if you can, that'd be nice. I'd appreciate that. Share this guy's channel around. Share his it's called Right Side Up with Dean Wilkinson. He's got 114 subs. Good. And like I said, anytime you see me live, just come in and drop the channel link and stuff. Let's play his video from 2 days ago. Yeah, shop dresser there, Dean. Just like Chris. He looks a lot like Chris. Him and Chris look a lot alike, boy. Who's older, Dean or Chris? I don't know, but man, you look just like your brother at the talk and everything. Like, I don't know if you came in here before. When Chris got out in '99, I used to hang out with him a lot, and he would call me up from the local Cumberland Farms and be like, "Nicky, hey Nick, where are you? I can't get to the house. Where is it?" And I would, Chris is older. All right. Well, he used to hit me up, and I'd be like, "Hey, I'm right here," and you could see me. He could see me from my yard. He's like, "All right, how do I get there?" He was a character, good guy. Chris was really good to me. Good guy.
Any followers I have an update on how well things have been going in my adjustment. And they're going fine.
Well, you know what? I won't play this whole video because I want people to go watch this stuff over there. But I wanted to keep this short, but I did want to I want to thank Scott for letting me know about this. Even Damien knows. See, everybody knows these guys from over here. Everyone. Yeah, it's Dean Wilkinson, Dark Impressions on Amazon. What did Code Train say? He had 81 sub. Yeah, I shared. He had like 67 or 70 when I found it and started sharing it on my community tab. But I had to do a stream on it. You'll watch it tonight. Good. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, make sure everybody checks it out. And I'm going to put his channel link in my comment section, too. You don't have to thank me, Scotty. Thank you for letting me know about it. Because, like I said, Chris's brother, I got his back all the way. Of course I'm sharing that. I'll share it all the time, without a doubt. Damien says, haven't seen Chris. Well, he went, like I said, he got out in 99, Chris did. And I was with him the day before he got arrested in Silver Lake over there. I wasn't with him that day, thank God, because the cops drew guns on him and all kinds of crazy stuff. But yeah, Chris is a good dude, and Dean's a good guy too. And everybody, I didn't want to carry. It's 40 minutes long. I don't want to go too much longer with this. The link will be in the description and it'll be in the comment section. Please check out his book, Doc Impressions, on Amazon. I think he's got an autobiography coming out too, and he wrote other books. So go support the guy. Thank everyone who subbed to his channel. I want to thank you very much. I really appreciate that. And God bless you, D, in the chat, Mick, Scotty, and Dean's wife. God bless you all. And thanks, everyone, for subbing to his channel. It means a lot. God bless.